In the event of an emergency, we have a few policies set in place to protect the kids and get them to safety or keep them in a safe zone for as best as we can with that. And that is always our primary objective, is to keep these kids safe and if an emergency or an evacuation needs to take place. If there is a fire, we want to tell kids to leave everything in the room and get out as quickly as we can. We will exit out the front door of all of our classrooms and go to the exit of the building farthest from the main entrance that we come into on Sunday mornings. And security guards will be there to assist in this way as well. We want to make sure that if this does happen, that you guys are grabbing your radios and as well your classroom rosters. Once we have cleared it, we will dismiss kids to their parents and do the checkout procedure just the same as if it was in a classroom. We will go at Federal Way. Once we're outside, we will go down to the football field. We ask that you not let any kids go until we get to the football field and we're all accounted for, and then we will start to do the checkout process from there. And really one of the most important things there is to make sure that you're on the radio. I will have a radio and the service leads will have radios all the time. And so we will be in constant communication with you if this does happen, about where you need to go and about when you can start to release kids as well. Like I said, if it's a fire, we want you to go out the front. If the front is blocked, we do have exits to the side of all of our classrooms down a stairwell there, and we can go utilize those if we need to. And again, we'll be on the radio if that needs to be the case. If it is, if we have a power outage, our classrooms have big windows in all of them. Power outages would not be that big of a deal in our classrooms, but the biggest thing is we just want to calm kids down, let them know that they're okay, and then we will proceed from there. We can carry class on as normal or change it to comfort kids, however you guys see needed in that time. If it's an earthquake, we want you to stay in the classroom against a doorway or close to a weight-bearing wall until the shaking stops. And once that shaking stops, we want you to go out just as if it was a fire, out the front or out the side, whatever that situation, whatever's the safest situation there. If it is violence, a lot of times you're not going to know anything happening unless you were to hear gunshots or explosions of some kind. If that is the case, we want you to go into that stairwell, and if you're up on one of the top classrooms, we want you to go sit on that top platform there. The reason being for that is that you cannot see that part of the room if you walk in without going in. We've deemed that as the least visible part of those rooms, and therefore where we feel the safest with that. If that is the case, we are fortunate enough to have several police officers at our campus who will be there and ready to respond. We want you to go into that room and we want you to sit there until I come up physically to let you out. We ask that you not listen to the radio during that time, just in case something happens and someone that we don't trust gains access to a radio. We don't want them to release you when you shouldn't be released. So please wait for myself or the service lead to physically come and allow you or release you from that area. And again, if this does happen, if any of these events happen, we want you to stay calm and try to keep the kids calm. I know that that can be difficult, but just remember that that is our highest priority in this situation, is getting them to safety and keeping them calm.